Hello Doctor Who fans and welcome to another video. Now you're probably thinking, well, have I gone back to a old B&M set, or at least oldish compared to the upcoming ones we got. Though I want to do a special review for this one due to the fact that it's actually one of my favourite of the new B&M sets. Of course, the B&M 8th Doctor and Dalek set was released 3 times in total. That also includes the 7th Doctor and more Doctor and Dalek sets. Though this specific Doctor and Dalek set is actually my favourite. Mainly due to the fact of its colouring. I won't focus too much on the 8th Doctor, due to the fact that the 8th Doctor from these sets stayed pretty much the same throughout the releases. So as you can see, we had the 8th Doctor from the Time War, the Big Finish audio, the Time War that is. And as you can see, the figure is pretty much the same as the original releases, that is the Big Finish 150 Big Finish 150 set, and also the 2019 original release. The only difference I can point out from the last release is that the buttons are probably a bit more of a darker gold. But apart from that, it's pretty much the same figure. Though I must admit, I do like the figure. It's actually not so bad. I'm glad that they actually stuck with these colour shoes rather than the Big Finish exclusive shoes, which I think, if I can recall, was a black. Though I must admit the brand does seem to suit it better. But the one thing I want to focus on the most is the Dalek. Now, I know that the 8th Doctor and Dalek set Dalek pretty much has been the same, though the one thing that strikes me the most about this is that the shade of blue they've used. So if I can recall you back that the original release was a darker blue, such as a navy. Obviously, the original 2 versions, there was no difference with the Daleks. The only difference that was made between the Big Finish set and the general release set is that the eye was white and not blue. Basically this bit here. But apart from that, the Dalek was the same design, so you've probably not missed much anyway. But the one thing I want to focus on the most is the Dalek. Now, as you can see, the detail on this I think is superb. They've got pretty much the detail spot on. I like they've chosen the brighter shade of blue. I know we had the Paradigm Dalek blue, or the Teletubbies, or the Power Rangers, or whatever you want to call them. Though I like how they've done this Dalek. They've not actually made the blue stand out too much. They made it brighter, but it's actually not too dark. So obviously what I like about it is that they seem to have changed it. It's probably the Dalek that's had the biggest change out a lot between 2019 and 2020 releases. As you can see, the Dalek is still a standard new series design Dalek. The only difference is the actual colouring. But the one thing that I like is that they've actually done something more unique. And with actually the 2020 releases as a whole from the Doctor Dalek sets, they are actually more accurate. They've actually used a darker silver, which I think has a hint of blue in it on the War Doctor and Dalek set. And they've added silver slats onto the Axes Dalek from the 7th Doctor and Dalek set. So overall, even though a lot of people already have the original releases, the actual re-releases this year are actually better. So if I was actually to recommend the Doctor Dalek sets, I would certainly recommend this year's sets than last year's sets, due to the fact that the detailing and the colouring are actually a lot more detailed. And you may be fooled, but this Dalek here that's still in the box is actually this Doctor and Dalek set. The lighting and actually the packaging seem to make it look like the original release. But I can reassure you that it's actually just another one of these. I liked it so much I wanted to. But overall, the main differences are with these Daleks and the other releases is that the shade of blue is obviously a lot brighter, but also that the 8th Doctor pretty much has no significant changes whatsoever. But if you were to get them, which I think, as far as I know, are still available at some B&Ms due to the fact that they were released just before significant worldwide events, as you probably heard on the news every single day for the last 3 months. But overall, if you were to get hold of them, and obviously safely as well, then I would recommend you get this one, because they are, by far, personally, they are the better of the lot. But I hope you enjoyed this video and my analysis of the 8th Doctor and Dalek set, and that the detailing on this one is probably far superior than that of the original. Though this is just my opinion. If you prefer the darker blue, then please comment below. Everyone has their own opinion on which version is better. But personally, my favourite is the bluer version. And again, I'll also hope to keep on top of any new news or actual figures coming from B&M in the next few months, which I shall reassure you again is not coming out till later this month or early to mid next month. So please don't go into shops looking for stock. I will let you know as soon as possible when the stock actually arrives or a date is given. And so I hope you stay safe and keep following the Who merchandise, and I'll speak to you in a little while.